SAU and also the Adams University in Puerto Rico and Chilean Adams University, they stopped classes purposely when they heard this, and they immediately went to the church and immediately prayed for us. Can there be something done on Sundays behalf to thank our sister institutions for what they've done for us?
That's a good question, certainly.
Okay, so just to clear this up, so what you guys are saying was that the person was not on campus, but the lockdown was because there was a possible threat of somebody else who was on campus?
I'll let our campus safety report the situation answer. In general terms, that's correct. There was a time frame in which we had the report that came and the non-known where this person was, and so it was felt that at that point it was a credible enough threat coming from another police chief, our department directly, and in Collegedale as well, was that it was an appropriate step to go into lockdown, not knowing that person's proximity to the campus.
I live on the fourth floor of the house. My room was breached. I was held at gunpoint, handcuffed. My room was turned upside down, and my personal property was damaged. I want to know what the justification for that was.
Wrong question, justification. I'll write it down.
What their protocols are. I can't tell you from a 23-year law enforcement career that it's not as graphic as what you just generally expressed right there, but that is standard protocol. When you go to a shots fired call, you don't know who the good person is, who the bad person is. There were individuals that pointed at certain rooms and certain individuals that probably got more attention than others did. And we will be working with Dr. Young has called for a debrief next week after we have the opportunity to get all the police reports and all the campus safety stuff in, where we can go back and actually get in real time what happened.
Okay, I would like to meet with someone later so I can be informed as to this.
Very well.
Justification, I should have been a no-brainer. Yeah. But I do agree that
Indicate your name and what you would like to my office. That would help us make sure that we follow up with you as you want us to do.
So I was at PM, and it wasn't really locked down. People were still allowed to come in and out. Why was that? Is it because it's not really campus? I felt like there was nowhere else to go because everything else was closed.
So there are a lot of areas as the campus is being upgraded that do respond to the lockdown process, but not every building on campus does.
wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time.
I was looking for it. For those who weren't able to clock in, are they getting any restitution
No.
for the hours that they missed?
No. Those who work and couldn't clock it. Sorry. It'd be nice for a full compensation. How about,
Running the clock in today and you were in lockdown, please work with your supervisor. I'm sure we'll be glad to pay you for the hours that you
I want to talk to Dustin.
So we received emails and notifications that there was a threat, but there wasn't really any detail to what kind of threat. So for a lockdown, some people might be, if it's a bomb threat, I'm kind of wanting to evacuate. And if it's a shooter, I'd want to stay hidden. And like we weren't ever given details, and we kept getting messages saying, you'll get more information when we get it. And then, we're looking for what's happening, and we're seeing on the news that there's suicide bombers and shootings happening. So if you guys would give us more information, I feel like it would help us stay more calm instead of just not giving us anything to go off, except for this threat.
go off at 7:07 p.m. Anybody within an X proximity is going to be injured. So it's difficult for us to put things out. So it's easier for us to do a generic lockdown. If it was a perceived bomb that was somewhere on the campus, you would receive different instructions than you would as a shelter in place and or if it was an actual shooting. So good point, and we're working on trying to get that communication out. But as you saw today, the problems that came in was with social media and everybody banging away on their keyboards. We were battling more stuff that was not true, it is true. So we're trying to get the actual accurate information out. And the first probably 30 minutes of any major event, we're still trying to get our arms wrapped around what's going on, for sure. Because our phones rang off the hook from the moment that it began. And we're trying to answer questions and get things out there to put people to people actually finding out. So it does take time. It's a good point, and we'll continue to work on that.
What were the threats that were made?
Due to the fact that it's an ongoing investigation, that's not going to be information that will be released right away.
I have a good question.
So, was there not another situation in the financial office with somebody else that you guys had to tend to that was saying a lot of other inappropriate things? Because I was in the cafeteria and they were telling us like there was a lot of people saying that there was like a suicide bomber under us. So, was there another situation?
There were two that ran. The first one that came in from the police chief from a different campus to ours. We were dealing with that threat during that time. The second one came in as to actual shots being fired in Talchon. So there were two that ran and reported those things.
So in other words, the suicide bomber was just rumor. Yeah.
Hi, I am an adjunct and reporter with the Accent, so I was just at a press conference with the police at 5:30, and I was wondering, they gave very specific details as to what happened. I was just wondering why students were not shared when you guys gave your briefing a few minutes ago with those specific details, because the police are able to share that with the press without it being on tonight's news. Like, what are the lines between campus safety knowledge and also this?
Knowledge is very close to what they shared with us because we work with very close, but we haven't been clear to give that information. So if it just happened at 5:30, we were probably going to bring this meeting here, and maybe it's just that lag time back and forth as to what we were able to say at this point. In fact, just as we were coming out, I just got on the phone with Chief Brian Hickman, who was giving me a couple of other little details, but we haven't had an opportunity to actually get our university.
Play it loud.
Hi, actually, the 22nd, during the lockdown, I had some kind of a deal in which someone, or the sheriff, told someone to get down, or something like that. Can you explain what that situation was?
Not specifically, as I was not in the dorm. Once the SORT team, which is like maybe understand as SWAT, Special Operations Response Team, but once they were dispatched to the dorm, it actually became a complete police matter because of the fact that shots fired, and camp safety doesn't carry sidearms, so we're not going to put a person without a weapon or the ability to be able to defend themselves in a place where the police officer has to be responsible for the person as well. So now, from my experience in the past, anytime that you go into a shots fired, you don't know who you're going to encounter, everybody is considered a suspect at that time because you're going through your initial contact needs to be that shooter. That's your primary goal, and that's what you go to. So that means securing people because you don't have time to stand there and talk to them about what's going on because everybody wants an explanation, what's happening, why is this going on. You move to the threat. And that's what my interpretation is, that's what the SORT team was doing, was trying to get through that entire dormitory to make sure there wasn't a threat present.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for keeping us safe, and thank you for what you did today, and also thank you for sharing this information with us.
So, we're talking about shots being fired, but people also said no one was ever on campus. Can you clarify that?
It's called a rumor.
I didn't catch the first part of the question.
You were talking about, I think the question before her, you were were saying something about shots having been fired, but then you clarified that no one was ever on campus. So can you explain how that happened?
Two separate incidences. The first one that came in, the person actually never came to campus, although that's what we were led to believe with the threat process. The second one that came in was that there were shots fired. That's what caused the SOAR team to go to the dorm and actually go specifically to the dorm for that threat. So two totally separate things that were running simultaneously. Answer your question?
Quick question.
Yes.
If there is a gun on campus, is there any sort of firearm that campus safety has, something that they can do to stop them?
No.
That's pretty weak. That's pretty weak. Yeah, that's something they're fighting the administration on. They need to.
But then, something that kind of concerns me today is, from a lot of people, I understand that they don't understand what the protocol is for a lockdown. And so I was just suggesting that maybe at the beginning of each semester that we have a meeting where we can get together and talk about the protocol and actually go through what we have to do.
We're actually developing something that has to be vetted through cabinet, of which would maybe something our classroom and a short presentation form was a little bit of video and a PowerPoint that says what to do with an active shooter. It's just a quick reminder. It won't take a lot of time. It'll be something that'll be a constant reminder. So we're working with
It's not yours.
Hey, I know there's a protocol that says when you're inside, get inside, stay in the building or something. When we went on lockdown, I was just getting back from the captain. The doors were locked like right before I could get in, so I was like, do I try to get inside? Do I go to the library? I don't know. Is there a protocol where we should go if this happens and we're outside of the building?
go anywhere you could not.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I say that not in jest, but if you're locked outside, protocols state that you don't open doors for people because you never know, again, who the bad person is. So find a way to escape that area. Especially, it's difficult because there's no foolproof plan. If you happen to be in the hall, if you go on lockdown, you can't get in the classroom, have a pre-plan. What am I going to do? Am I going to go to the stairs? Am I going to go try to find somewhere to hide? So something to get behind. And that's what this run, hide, fight video is a lot about, is just giving you those quick tips. Because you could get caught and very compromised and have very limited ability to move. So definitely be aware of your surroundings and what you might be able to do. But I would get the heck out as soon as I possibly could.
So two questions. We do get paid.
Oh wow! Is the
Is that was that being serious? We get paid for the
For all the directors and supervisors who are here, we're authorizing you that if you had a worker who was unable to come to work and was scheduled to work, that you can get paid.
Thank you.
So then I should take the AK-47 out of my room?
Oh wow!
Did you just really say that?
No, I didn't.
What? Idiot.
Yes.
Idiot. Oh god. So that's about dumb questions and dumb people.
About half hour, over to go. Protocol is actually broken and she's allowed into the dorm because what do you do? So my question is, if you're inside, you're in the back, you're in the stairwell, that's fine. But if you're outside and it's 12 degrees, and what do you do because you don't have friends in the area, you don't have a car? What are some practical suggestions for what you're actually supposed to do?
And that's a difficult one right now due to the fact of what the temperature is, but if it's raining, if it's whatever outside, you need to find a spot. I can't give you a go here, do this answer, because you're outside, you could be anywhere. Do your best to find somewhere concealment or cover. And that's what law enforcement is teaching, that's what Secret Service is teaching. It's just do the absolute best you can, but be aware of your surroundings. So if it does happen to catch you at that moment, you're not just stuck sitting there going, okay, now what do I do? Stop. And what we do is we call it war gaming. It's the what if. If I got caught here in this situation, if I got caught there, if I'm in a classroom with only one if this fire system is pushing in and out of, for a short period of time.
Give him. He was like, thank you so much for it.
I want to thank you again for what you guys do, because imagine how stressful that is for you as it is for us, so thank you again. But I do have a couple of concerns. The first is, where I was working on campus, one, you could not hear their alarm. It was a peaceful, sunny, cold day as far as I'm concerned. And then, somebody got an emergency alert text message, and so not everyone had it in the office, and so we said, oh, well, let's just be careful, and we went ahead and locked the doors. And then 10, maybe 15 minutes later, the alert system on the landline for the phone said, fire, evacuate building, stay safe. So it was a little bit of a conflicting, ideology there. So I'm asking, in a situation like that, what do you suggest, and where can we go for updated information?
Well, my number one suggestion is for us that we make sure that the message doesn't say fire when it's not meant to say fire. So that was on us. We have made aware of the problem, and we are making steps to correct it. The second thing is that we do not have alarm systems inside all of our buildings that actually are audible wherever you happen to be. So we're looking at taking the decibel reader around and trying to find out where those are. So we can do amendments to those, make additional strobes or additional speakers or something like that where we can't get the message out. So that was brought to our attention today that there are areas that you can't hear.
And I'll just jump in on that one too. It's a multi-pronged approach that we take to alert people. There's no foolproof way. We have everything from a tornado alarm all the way down to text messaging. So that's one of the reasons why we have people sign up for text messaging and we have the alarms. We're trying to cover as many people in as many places as possible, but it's hard to guarantee anyone because someone could be in a basement and not get a text message. Someone could be in a remote part of the campus and not be able to hear a siren. So we do as many different ways as we can using the technology that we have currently. So just wanted to pop that on there.
That's a great point. For the buildings that we have the upgraded systems in, there are speakers outside, but you really have to listen to be able to hear them. But we're doing what we can to try to get that out. Now, there was a second glitch in our system. Actually, when we pushed the all clear, there was conflicting messages that went out. One said we're going all clear, and one said take shelter. We actually have to have the technician in our office at the time that it actually began to happen. So we're working with that technical difficulty. So if any of you heard conflicting messages that came over the fire system, that's what ended up happening. So we're working and working to get it.
Has a motive been established for this guy? Do you know if this guy had a motive? What was his motive of threatening?
There was a motive, but at this point in time we can't share that.
Oh, come on. Why not?
So, you said that there was certain information that you couldn't share with us. Is there ever going to be a point in time where we can know exactly what happened to him?
We'll work to be able to get the information out as clear as best as we possibly can. As soon as the police department vets us to be able to share any information that we have, I'm sure that working through our marketing and university relations personnel will be able to get out what's appropriate to the student body.
Are we going to have another meeting like this, or are we going to have
I don't think we're going to have another meeting like this. Once a person has been arrested and charged, that goes out in the public record. And so you can, in fact, look for that information coming out of the local police department once that's done. And so we may not release that information because they may, in fact, have technical details relative to that you want to pay attention to or that we wouldn't necessarily have. So you'll need to pay attention to the local police records for that information.
And you said that there were two separate events that happened today, right? So have both suspects been apprehended, or are they still not apprehended?
Some people are just not getting the ones forever.
To our knowledge, there's only one suspect that has been charged at this point, and people were detained and released.
To be sure that there was no one specific person targeted on the university, so it wasn't like a vendetta against one specific individual. So no specific threat to any one person.
escorted out of Touch Hall. I know there was 4 or 5 people that were handcuffed and then later released, just held in their rooms. Do you have any information on that, or was nobody even escorted out?
No one was escorted out to my knowledge. We do know that there were people detained inside Tallahassee and actually were handcuffed for safety purposes, but once they were interviewed, they were released.
Thank you.
One more.
The reports of the shots fired, was that just like hearsay, or was it an official, like, wow. I mean, how did that come to you guys to have this reported? That information was received via several different approaches. A lot of them were third party, some of them were vetted. I believe their information transferred directly to the police department that they were aware of. So it's credible enough information to at least investigate. Answer your question.
At this point, we need to wrap up.